The Copenhagen episodes of BlockStack TV are brought to you by Pulsin Superfoods, Energy Bombs, Goji Bursts, and Bliss Bombs. They're superfood. Hey, I'm Steve Jaguar.
I'm Tom Stiles, and you're watching BlockStack TV live from Copenhagen.
BlockStack TV, as you know, is the greatest ultimate sofa-based, well, I say sofa-based. Unfortunately, we're mourning the loss of the inflatable sofa this weekend, so you won't be seeing that. But normally, we're the best sofa-based ultimate TV show ever to rock your digital world. Tom, it's the end of wonderful Copenhagen. For you, it's about halfway through.
Yeah, this is the start of part 2. And we've got some wicked stuff coming up in the show today. We've got some action from the finals. We've got some interviews with some of the players from the big teams and some of the lesser teams as well. It's been a great tournament. What have you made of it, Steve?
It's my third Copenhagen, and it's, I think, been the best because I've been on a pretty good team. We didn't do very well. But I mean, I say good in the sort of morale sense of a good team. You know, we've had a lot of fun. I've got to play all the games. The weather's been brilliant, considering the last two tournaments I played at were 2 degrees and hail. I'm biased a little bit. I'm easily pleased.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with the quality of the tournament and that sort of thing. The teams that have come here, Germany, Italy, Skogs, which is pretty much the Swedish national team, Andorra and Liechtenstein have been the GBO and GBD teams. So there's been some really high quality stuff, and there's lots of stories to pick up on that. Let's get stuck into the show, and you can see it all for yourselves.
Hi, I'm Christian Mielby. I'm one of the tournament directors from WCU, and you're watching BlockStack TV.
Beautiful sunny day, and we're joined by a team from a beautiful sunny beach. Yeah. Tell us what's your names and where you're from.
Zach from Rimini, Costa Rica.
Lele from Costa Rica.
Sgav from Costa Rica, Rimini.
Now, you guys just had a really close game against Germany. You know, they just won it in the end, but you guys were pushing them all the way.
Yes, the game was very hard, and we tried to understand our intensity, and the other team played very well, and sometimes we made some mistakes.
We have a piece of the match where they do a break of 4 points. And after it's difficult to reach the win. So, but
no.
I think that finally it will be a great game, also for the spirit, and also because we are a young team, because the old part of the team, the old players, the famous player like Machi or Brigel, the most famous player of Costa Rica, stay at home, stay in Rimini because
stay at Rimini.
Yes.
So this is like the new breed, the new generation of Costa Rica.
We are a new generation, and we are here to understand, to become stronger than we are now, and we hope to make a beautiful match like the Germany. We are happy to be here.
This tournament and Paganello, they've got a lot of things which are the same. You know, there's the party atmosphere, the music, and I mean, is that why you come here? Is it because you come to Copenhagen for the party, or is it just something different about this tournament?
No, it's different because, like Paganello, the team, every team of this tournament are strong, and also they have a great spirit. And it is a pleasure for us to play in this. In this way, yeah.
Copenhagen is one of the most big tournament of Europe with the high level, because here there are the big team of Europe, GB, Skogs, the Finnish team. and Germany.
And Costa Rica, of course.
Costa Rica.
Yeah, Costa Rica too. And also the party are beautiful.
Like the party.
We like the party. And we enjoy, but we enjoy mostly the games.
Excellent. Well, really nice to meet you guys. We'll see you down the party tonight, and we'll have a beer with you then.
Okay, thank you. Nice to meet you too, and see you at the party.
Well, it's hardly game of the day footage, and don't forget there was that Callahan incident in the middle of the point. Now, we've caught up with the person involved in that, Callahan, and we've got a player from Outer Nationals here, Steve Giguere. Just tell us a bit about the game there.
Well, the game of the Callahan.
Well, I mean, no one wants to be involved in a Callahan. Well, the receiver does, but particularly not the thrower.
Well, I'm just pleased to be involved. Since this new rule has been brought into Europe, and I'm all for it. I'm happy to be a part in any way I can.
Well, you certainly helped out a lot. I mean, the throw was absolute garbage.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was the intent. Well, really, I mean, if you watch the clip, maybe again and again, you'll see it's clearly receiver error. I mean, let's look at it this way. I'm old, and he's a junior. I mean, the stats are there. Obviously, he has less experience. Had he been, say, a different guy, perhaps like a 7'6" guy, perfect throw. So it's clearly the receiver's fault. But, I'm behind the Callahan rule, and I'm happy to do anything I can. What else can I say?
Well, you provided a lot of excitement out there, Steve. Thank you very much for talking to BlockStack TV.
I'm here to entertain. That's all I can say.
Saw the game there against the Skogs. I'm with Sean Brummy-Scone, or Brummy.
Brummy's fine, yeah.
I mean, they're a hot team. Do you think you can beat them? I mean, you had the upper hand at one point.
Yeah, definitely. It's kind of an annoying game, really. Obviously, today we're playing as a D-line and a separate team as the O-line. So what we're trying to do is go out and get blocks and pull the disc to the other team and get it back and score. Unfortunately, in that game, it tended to be that both teams were scoring their offensive points, which isn't quite what we're after. But we played really well most of the game. We just fell asleep for a couple of points in the middle. So we were trading. They scored 3 in a row. Took a timeout, got the next one back, and then just traded the game out and weren't able to catch up, which is a bit of a shame. But plenty for us to work on. So it's we can take positives from a game like that.
For people who aren't familiar with the concept of playing O-line and a D-line for separate, but some people don't play at this sort of level. Can you just explain why you have a separate team for O-line and D-line, and what sort of player plays on the O-line and what sort of player plays on the D-line?
Sure. Basically, the whole point of the whole GB thing is we're going to Worlds in Vancouver. That's a whole week of really high-level ultimate. So we need to take a big team, otherwise we just run out of legs. So because we got a really big squad, we can afford to specialise people and say, right, these guys are really good at cutting, getting the disc, putting the big throws up, getting free on offense and scoring goals. So let's put them on the, when we're receiving the pull. And then other guys who are maybe really quick, stay really close to their guy, get the big layout blocks, or just able to shut people down, frustrate people, make them throw away. They're the kind of guys that we want on the D-line. So when we're pulling the disc, we've got a set of guys who, their sole focus is getting that block. And it just means that people don't have to worry about too many things. You don't have to know everything. You just have to know your job. So it helps everyone to just kind of fit in nicely as a team, really.
And are there any players that play on both lines, or is it a very distinct gap?
There have been a few that have switched over. If we get into a very, very tight game, then we'll probably put out a few guys who are experienced at playing on both O and D and can go out and maybe either go on the D line to help when we get the block to make sure we score, or to go on the O lines maybe for a bit of extra speed as a cutter, or if we do turn over, we know we've got someone capable of pulling out the stops and getting blocks. But both sides are very capable, obviously, on either side of the disc. So, we're confident to, so either get blocks or score goals. It just allows us to, that extra little bit of specialisation, really.
Question now: everyone wants to know, if D play O, who wins?
D.
Well, you would say that.
Yeah, it's because we always do. Every time. Once we've lost to them, but we pull them the disc every time, so they've got a bit of an advantage. So
when you practice, you just pull.
We just do the pulling. We always pull to them, and we always get a block, and we always score, and then we jump up and down and celebrate, and they don't like it.
Okay. Now, the O team are in the final against the Skogs. You guys have just played them. They played on Friday afternoon, and they won that one. Do you reckon they can repeat it?
Of course, yeah. We're very confident. The game that they won on Friday went to sudden death. Yeah. The game that we played against Skogsdans on Saturday went to sudden death. The O-line won theirs, we lost ours, and then we've just lost in a tight game against the Skogs as well. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be close, and both teams are very, very capable. But of course, we're confident that we're going to be able to win this game. The one thing we have taken out of the game that we just played, as I said already, is that we were scoring our offensive points and they were scoring their offensive points. So if we can score our offense, and we're the D line, we're not very specialised at doing that. We're very confident the O line will be able to score pretty easily. And if they're going to score pretty easily, they're only going to get every time they get a block, they should be able to score as well. So if they get a few blocks, they should win the game.
Could be a very mental one, a very close one, a very edgy. It could turn on a couple of points.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. That's exactly what's happened in the game we played just then. Just one or two little things, and the game shifts dramatically. So, yeah. Anything. I mean, at the end of the day, anything can happen. But yeah, we're definitely confident, and they're a great bunch of players, both teams. So yeah, it should be interesting, at least.
Okay, and just talk a little bit about the big players, the players that you are going to expect to do great things. Any up-and-coming players that you've seen rising through the ranks?
Yeah, there's a few really young guys. Dino is a guy who's only just appeared on the scene, really, playing with Chevron. Tall guy, very capable cutter, gets free very easily, got a great range of throws, just very solid. And that's it's great to be able to put him on the line there, and shows a lot of faith in his abilities that he just can slot nicely into the O-line. We've obviously got younger guys like Colonel and Dave Pitchler as well, who are going to be big impact players. And then obviously you got the old guard, the likes of Cy Hill, Stu, Rob, Cy Weeks, Vaughan, Wigsy. I mean, it goes on.
Some of those should be playing in the Masters, surely.
Yeah, you can't film that. I can't comment. Yeah, maybe. But at the end of the day, they're capable of doing the scene in the open. Then they can get free, and they can still play hard against good open teams. So maybe when they're struggling, they can move to Masters. But yeah, while they're still really good, they're in the team. And
their experience, they've played at this level for so long, that must count for a lot.
Yeah, I mean, they've been playing at this level since before some of those guys are born, I think. So maybe. But yeah, exactly. They having a team with such depth of skills, of experience, of athleticism. You got a lot to fall back on when times are tough, and it will be tough in that final. It will definitely be tough.
Okay, well, thanks for talking to us, Brummy, and we'll see you over in Vancouver, certainly, and probably before that as well.
Yeah, I hope to see you. Okay, thanks, guys. Cheers, BlockStack.
Shining, beautiful afternoon here, and the game behind us is Ragnarok versus GBD. I got Swampy and Tom with us from Cambo Cakes. You guys have been having a good weekend this weekend?
Absolutely, yeah. We unfortunately went down to the lower bracket, but we had a good game against the Tooting Tigers, the British Swine. And but that was a good match. We went down, and then after going down, we finished best of the rest. So we're pretty happy. It's a first tournament for some of our guys, so they're really picked up, and I think it was a good match, and it was great to be here.
Excellent. And so it's a mixture of old guys and new guys on your team, Tom?
That's right. Old and new. Just no women around this weekend for distractions, so we have plenty of time to focus on each other. Male bonding at its finest.
Absolutely. Manly man ultimate. That's good. Okay, now you guys also run your own tournament, the Windmill Wind-Up, which is in June. Just tell us a little bit about that, what people can expect, and the sort of atmosphere that's going to be there.
Well, we like to play full-length matches, or relatively full-length matches, so we give teams a good chance to play in like almost a world's format. So all our matches are to 15, and so we play them out without time cap.
Okay.
So it's a pretty grueling weekend, but it's a real team bonding experiences. So the bigger teams generally do better, and we do something called the Swiss draw.
I've heard about this Swiss draw. Can you just explain what that is, how it works?
Well, simply what happens is the first round is pretty much random. And then a certain amount of match points are assigned after each match. So, like if a team wins by a lot of points, then they get a lot of match points, and the team that loses by a lot gets basically nothing. But if it's a very close game, then those match points are shared pretty much evenly. And then after each round, the teams are ranked by their match point total, which accumulates over the weekend. And so that quickly you get teams of equal standard playing against each other, without going through a whole pool format where you might have some big, some matches that are basically dead rubbers because you're getting 15-0 results.
Cool. So what about the social side of the tournament, Tom? I'm sure it's not just Ultimate, is it?
No, of course. We have plenty of activities to keep everybody busy after the games. We organize a famous beer race with some leather additions to it. We have the famous Mingle, and this year we're even getting more beer-involved activities to keep people on their feet after the games, of course.
Sounds like an excellent time. Thank you very much for talking to you guys, and we'll see you in Amsterdam.
Pleasure.
Amsterdam it is.
Check.
Hi, we are from Costa Rica, and you are watching BlockStack TV.
Final, Skogs against GBO, and I'm joined by Joe Bolton from GBO line. Joe, you looking forward to this game?
Yep, really looking forward to it. It's going to be a great game, I think.
Now, you went close to choking in the game on Friday afternoon against these guys, where they just came out a little bit harder right at the end of the game. You guys looked a little bit tired, and you're not going to let that happen again.
Well, I wasn't actually here on Friday, so obviously that's a factor. But we always get in tight games against these guys, and the last few we've come out on top. So we're going to do our best to make sure we're not in a tight situation. But if we are, I'm confident we can do it again.
Okay. Now, yesterday afternoon you played against the Finnish team, and it wasn't a good game for you guys. You weren't happy with the performance. I heard some of the chat afterwards. What are you going to try and cut out? What are you going to try and put right after that game?
Well, the main reason we came here was to basically work on our structures, on our offense structures, and basically to start gelling as a team. So even if we win, we want to win in a certain way where we're doing what we've been practicing. So that's why we were disappointed after last night's game. We won, but not in the way we wanted to. So we want to win this game and win it how we want to win it.
Okay. Now, are you looking for any big plays, or is there any tactics you can tell us about?
No, we just like to keep moving the disc. Keep them on their toes. Move the disc wide. Take our shots when they're on. Yeah.
Okay. Is there anyone from the other team, the Skogs, that you're particularly trying to mark out or keep an eye on?
I mean, they've just got a lot of good throwers, a lot of quick guys. So I'm not a good one for names. I just mark up against the guy who's standing next to me. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, best of luck for that final.
Okay. Cheers.
BlockStack TV coverage of Copenhagen, wonderful Copenhagen Ultimate, has been sponsored by Pulse-In Energy Foods, and particularly Energy Bombs. I've got Colin Shaw with me. Now, you've got experience with this product, Colin. Do you use it, and what's it like?
Yeah, I've been using them pretty much ever since he made them. And yeah, I think they do make a real difference. Just for getting pumped, for getting psyched, take them about an hour before the game. And really, just as you're going through that process of focusing on the game, going through the warm-up, I just find it a lot easier, and I think I've been a bit more consistent in my mental focus before games since I started taking them. Definitely, yeah.
So you've had some this weekend?
Yeah. I think these energy bombs. I probably, some people have different amounts. I probably only have like a quarter or half of one before a game,
right?
Because I find them kind of heavy. But some people have got better stomachs. My stomach is a bit crap. Like have a whole one and then just are buzzing. Some maybe not for offensive handlers. Like maybe try it out before you do it in a big game, because some people get a bit wired on them. But definitely, if you have trouble really motivating yourself, like towards an end of a tournament, then I'd really recommend them. They're awesome. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And he's got a line of other products as well for like post-game stuff. I don't use them, but I know a lot of guys on Clapham do, and they really like them. Particularly good on like week-long tournaments. They give you a lot of the nutrients and electrolytes that you lose over the course of playing that you might not get usually from your food. Particularly over a week, like you'll really lose them, and so they replenish them. They're called Goji Bursts.
Yeah, there's a Goji Burst and there's the Bliss Bombs as well.
Yeah, that's them. They're good too. So.
Thanks, Colin.
That's quite all right.
I'm with Gaz Shaw. Now, you know a little bit about some of the other pulsing products. What we got here is the whey protein isolate. Now, do you take this stuff as part of your training routine anyway?
Yeah. Usually have like a whey shake after each training, each practice, you know.
How does that help you? What does it give you that you can't get from just regular food and drink?
Well, it's just like the equivalent of eating like 3 chickens or something like that. So it's like I can't eat enough meat, nor can I afford enough chicken to get it on board. So it just repairs your muscles and all that. So.
Awesome. Well, your muscles have been looking really good this weekend, Gaz, running around really fast out there.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Cheers, you too.
My muscle's broken. I pulled my hamstring in the second game, so really? Maybe I should be doing more of that.
That first game, you looked the business. Drink some more of this, and you'll be away.
Okay, away. Oh, I see what you've done there. That's clever.
Been out there for so long, can't you find a way home? Out there all alone, I like a dog without a bone. Want you to call inside, shouldn't be out there on such a cold night. Got nothing better to do. Then let me get next to you. Come on in, it's your invitation. Ain't no sin, I'm gonna say it again. Come on in, it's illumination. Give in to temptation. It's cold out there, so baby, call me. Well, I can tell by your hesitation. We got ourselves a little old situation. Can't let you go home. Can't let you walk all alone. You know it ain't no harm. I'm just trying to keep you warm. Don't worry now, it's alright. Gotta come inside.
Steve, Scogs down 5-8. Quite good. Making mistakes so far.
Ain't no sin. I'm gonna say it again. Come on in, give me some relation.
I think GB have made mistakes. Made mistakes on A rather than on B. D has been really hot. They've got turns real quick and then made some silly mistakes. I don't know if we'll be able to cut that out in the second half. Let's hope so. Should we go back and join the action?
Now I must confess, we find ourselves in a mess. What do we do? It's a dog number 1, a dog number 2. Well, I can tell you this. Come inside and
The game is to Liechtenstein.
GB in that final. You happy with the performance, Rodders?
Yeah, in bits and pieces. Some of it we had a good first half. Came out pretty strong. Had a bit of a bad patch.
Si, were you happy with the performance?
Well, we're pleased with the start, and then we're not pleased with the fact that they came back, and we're just sitting in the huddle, and we're okay. We won it, and we're pleased that we did that, but the fact that we kind of let them back in and didn't nail it is disappointing, and so we're a bit But we're pleased. They're a very good team, and we're pleased we beat them, and we've beaten them twice this weekend, so that's good. But in the end, it's a bit disappointing for that to happen.
We kind of wanted to crush them.
Well, we had a chance. We had a real chance to put them away, and we didn't. So we're very disappointed about that. So I mean, we probably look right with real misery guts, but that's how we feel.
It's going to be tougher teams, I think, to play out in Vancouver,
and we're going to have to do better against them.
So that's really bad, isn't it?
We had they had Nicholas Taylor on the sideline, and Sebastian hurt himself either warming up or in the first couple of points. Do you think that was a factor in the game?
Well, I think we had our whole D team watching, so I don't know. Yeah, I mean it's a factor, but half our team wasn't there either. So
playing with half the line, right? So
we played with half a team. They played with most of their team, I think. So, yeah, they're really good players, and they're getting hurt. And I think it's a shame that they're getting hurt, and we'd rather play against them. So it probably is a factor because they're very good.
If they'd stepped up, so would have we though.
Yeah, no, I think I don't know. Of course, it's a factor. They're very good players. Sever hurt his shoulder really early on, which isn't good. And we'd rather play against him because he's a brilliant player, but he's also a really nice guy to play against. So we'd rather be playing him. But yeah, I don't know. I'm sure we'd still have beaten them.
Okay, now this weekend's been a preparation weekend for Vancouver, and the D team have been here as well. What's been a real high point in terms of learning and preparing?
Well, it's just the chances to play, Skogzidans and Skogzidans really. No, that's not fair. No, it's a chance to play against the other teams in small groups, and then in our two groups, and just get the opportunity of learning. When you've got a small team, you get much faster feedback. So we make them. Everyone's getting more pitch time. They make mistakes. They do things right. They go off the field. They're in small groups. They talk about it really quickly, and so the chance is to sort of learn more quickly. So the benefit we get is the opportunity to learn. And we've played some good teams, so you get to learn against them. And we always just play against each other otherwise. And frankly, the D team always kicks the crap out of us. So it's nice to play someone else.
Yeah, Rodders, you took down the winning point there, same as in the EUC final. Is it becoming a habit, sudden death, last final discs for you?
It happened yesterday as well against Sweden, or first day against Sweden, so that's 3 in a row. Sudden death scores, so fairly happy with that.
Excellent, good work. Thanks, guys. See you around.
Cheers. Thanks. See you soon.
Shit, though, definitely.
We can't possibly tell you what that's about. Sorry.
No.
Although there may be something on YouTube soon, we're not sure.
I don't think they were taking it too seriously, that conversation. But we take what we can get. Thank you very much to Cy Hill and Pete Rodders right there. Joined at the end of the tournament at WCU by Christian. How's it been going, Christian?
Actually, I think this year has been very smooth compared to our former years. It's been very nice. I've hardly had any complaints, which is good. And I've hardly done any work during the tournament, which is also good because they come to me with their problems. So it means there hasn't been any problems. So for me, it's been a great success this year, yeah.
Okay, now Matthias is the person that people usually associate with WC. You've been doing a lot of the work this year. Are you taking over? Is it a sort of, are you working together with him?
Well, actually, we've always been working together. Matthias is just he's talking to the teams, so naturally he's the face of the tournament. And but we've been doing everything together. And I wouldn't say I'm taking over. Actually, after 6 years, I think I'm withdrawing a little bit. Actually, so we wanna pass it on to someone else. We like the 3 main people who's been there from the beginning is Thor, Matthias, and I. Okay. And then there's lots of people who's been in and out doing great jobs.
Yeah, are we going to have the women back? Are we going to have a mixed division? What's going to happen? You got any big plans?
We're definitely going to have the women back. We're we're a little bit sad about we didn't have the women here this year. So, but we want to go out earlier in 2008 and inviting people. And we also hope that the holiday, the Danish holiday, which we always hold the tournament here in the Danish holidays. We hope that they're a little bit later, so that the outdoor seasons has started. People have had some time to train a little and all. So this year it's been very early. Yeah, so
it's been my first WCU. I've had a great time, and I've been really impressed with the level of care that you give to the players. You know, the food and the bar and the sound system. It's been a really nice atmosphere. So I've had a great time. Thank you very much.
Oh, that's great. I love that you feel that way. Great, thanks.
Cool.
Thank you.
End of WCU, I'm joined by Sparky and Ollie Gray from Tooting Tigers. It's a sort of Clapham 2 team plus a few pickups, is it, Sparky?
Yeah, it's kind of a junior team. We've picked up a couple of guys from Leeds and Fire and other places, but yeah, it tends to be the core of the team is the junior Clapham squad. So yeah, we've really learned a lot together and doing well. So
excellent.
It was good.
It's not just about the ultimate. What other parts of the tournament have you enjoyed this weekend?
Well, we've enjoyed we found a good bar called Spunk Bar last night. We had a good time there. We enjoyed gambling away our Finaldo dollars, which were awesome.
You were a big winner last night, Sparky, weren't you?
No, I just stole an awful lot of Finaldo dollars. On the poker table, managed to accrue a massive wealth, but then lost it all, unfortunately.
Okay, who's played best this weekend, Ol?
Well, we've actually been keeping statistics, funnily enough, and we've got one of our youngsters called Justin, who's been pretty solid, reliable, keeps getting points non-stop, and so he won the stats.
Okay, well, what about the worst, Sparky?
According to stats, it's me, but I don't think that's very fair, to be honest.
Why not? What's wrong? The stats tell the truth, don't they?
I don't think so. I think the stats are unfairly swayed towards tall receivers who get lots of blocks. So, unfortunately, I think I've got a thankless task in the team. So,
okay, well, you guys have a safe journey home. Thanks for speaking to us today.
Thank you, guys.
And on the fourth place, after a very tight game, Andorra from England. And the third place winners are Ragnarok from Denmark. And now we have kind of a historic moment. I'm going to announce Skogshytten on the second place. They've been winning 5 times here in WSU. Thank you for coming all the times. Thank you for giving us great ultimate. And congratulations with your second place this year. And on the first place, we have from England, Liechtenstein. Congratulations. It's 1 acre of land on the moon. We have all the Spirit winners and all the winners of the Open and Women's Division have 1 acre of land on the moon.
Well, first of all, I'd like to say that thing about the moon is brilliant because Kai is doing an astrophysicist PhD and he's all about trying to find water on the moon. So we can send him up to our acre and he can have a good look around. Kai, are you going to do that? Hey, I'd like to say thanks. What a brilliant tournament. I'd like to say thanks to Mateus and everyone involved in organising it and scoring all the games. And yeah, everybody, thanks very much. Just coming to a tournament like this and having free food all the time, and there's always water and there's always food, it's just fantastic. It's a lesson to all the other tournaments. It's absolutely brilliant. I'd also like to say thanks very much to these guys for giving us 2 brilliant games this weekend. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Liechtenstein. This year's WCU Cookie Spirit Award goes to Kielstock with 94.4%. Might have gone home with their cars. Yeah. Number 2, of course, what a brilliant idea. Let us see Skogs here to receive the Spirit Award. Watching you play, and we love having you here. Thanks a lot. We hope to see you next year.
Presentation at the end of wonderful Copenhagen. I'm joined by Daniel Dewey, who's been playing with the Italian national team, and you made the Spirit Award this year.
The award is in honor of a great guy called Cookie. He was the captain of the WCU All Stars, which is just a more interesting name for the pickup team, and it was this very high-level international tournament. Strangely, had a pickup team. They gathered from all over Europe. Just a bunch of random people brave enough to come here and play as a pickup team here. And then many of the same guys kept coming every year to play this tournament. And so we became all great friends. And 2 years ago, Cookie unfortunately passed away. And so we thought it would be a good way to remember him. to dedicate to him the Spirit Award. So, well, this year and possibly also in the coming years, the Spirit Award is going to be named after him.
Copenhagen is a fantastic city, and we've had a great time here. We've actually extended our trip an extra day to not just have an ultimate tournament, but to explore the city. We've been wandering around the canals, and we've listened to a bit of jazz during our lunch break today, Steve. And now we're in the Tivoli. It's Monday evening, and Steve, it's been a great trip.
It's been fantastic. I feel a little bit sorry for some of the people who have only come in and experienced the ultimate and have missed out on Copenhagen. I mean, we were talking earlier, what the feasibility of moving here. Yeah, maybe a bit of a pipe dream, but it's nice to dream, isn't it, Tom?
It's a lovely city. We would like to say thank you to our sponsors, Pulse Energy Foods.
Yeah, Nick and the guys at Pulse Energy Foods. Thanks for supporting us, and it will support you. We had a great response from them. Yeah, some of the guys we gave away quite a few, and as a result, sold quite a few. That was quite cool.
Excellent. And if you do want to sponsor the show, then email us. It's show@BlockStack TV. Same if you want to tell us any feedback, just drop us an email. You can also get us on the website www.blockstack.tv and check out the site there. Right now, we're going to finish up on that thing up there. Are you ready, Steve?
I'm ready, Tom. I'm not sure I'm ready, but I'm ready. Let's do it.
Shall we pull some crazy screamy faces?
Yeah.
Okay. There you are, that's the end of BlockStack TV's coverage from wonderful Copenhagen. Me and Steve here are on a ride here at the Tivoli at the end of the event, and it's getting high and it's getting quite fast. Oh!
You're getting a great view of Copenhagen, though. So are we.
Wowee! Here we go, kids. Woo! Say something, Steve.
Can we get a shot of the crew?
There's the crew in the car in front, having a great time as well. We're getting higher and higher. Woo!
Let's wrap it up, shall we, Tom?
Whoa! So thank you very much for watching this episode of BlockStack TV. I'm Tom Stiles.
I'm Steve Shigera. This has been wonderful Copenhagen.
Woo! The coverage over here in Copenhagen is sponsored by Pulse Energy Food, and particularly the what are they called?